Oh. Hey, what's up, guys? We are going live right now. This is week 2 of the Furniture Flip Challenge. We're going to have Cara jumping in and out of here. She's on location because she got stuck in traffic. But this is our assembly and modification week. We're going to introduce our panel here real quick. So we'll start off with Graham. Graham, tell us who you are and where people can find you.
I'm Graham, Minerva Enterprises. I'm on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. I do custom furniture, mid-century modern, Scandinavian restoration as well.
All right. And what are you drinking tonight, Graham?
I'm drinking some iced tea.
Oh, fantastic. All right. Jessie, we'll go with you.
I can't hear anybody.
Hi, I'm Jessie. I'm from Eye in the Detail. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all the social media platforms. That's about it.
And what are you drinking tonight, Jessie?
I am drinking some sparkling water because I'm a winner.
All right. And let's see, we're going to put Cara back here, our reporter on location.
On location from San Antonio.
That's right. So, Cara, tell us who you are and where people can find you.
Yeah, Cara Newhart. I'm from Never Skip Brunch. And then Jessie and I have Let's DIY Big Together. I'm drinking no drink because I'm in full, field mode. So hopefully I'll get a water here soon.
All right. And then Danette, tell us who you are, where you're from, and what you're drinking.
My name is Danette, and I am with Bessey Tools. I do all the social media with Bessey, and you can find us at Bessey Tools _ North America.
Fantastic. And I'm Adam. I'm from. Oh, sorry, Scotch. Cheers. All right. Well, I'm Adam. I'm from Lazy Guy DIY and also the Builders Challenge. And this is the Furniture Flip Challenge recap week. So this is week 2. We're going to keep doing this to the end. We got one more week after this. But tonight's episode was sponsored by our friends. First off, our friends from SPAX. They are a USA-made, no pre-drill fastener with T-Star Plus bits. They're a great fit for your next DIY project. And then also sponsored tonight by our friends from Bessey. So we are going to have a giveaway tonight, and there are a couple different ways to do this to enter. So if you have a comment, leave a comment, and we'll be able to see those in the feed. And if you have a question or anything, we'll see those as well. And then also we're going to have a second way to enter, and we're going to talk about it here at the end as well. So you're going to have to hang out for the second way to enter, but it's going to be a cool way to do it, and it's going to involve some Bessey lamps. So first thing we're going to do today is we're going to talk about what's everybody been doing this week. And so we're going to throw all you guys on mute except for Graham. Graham, we want you to talk first about what you have been working on this week.
Well, I've been working on a handful of projects. I got my table oiled, sanded, and oiled. It was in my stories, and I know Builder Challenge had it reposted. Thought I made a pretty cool video. And then I got the legs fixed on my dresser, my credenza. I guess it's a credenza. And then just a little small things here and there on some of the other projects. I'm hoping I can get them all, but I think I might have to scratch one of them, but we'll see. Still got a week.
Well, you're working like on 10 things at once, so that's okay.
Yeah,
so
I'm trying.
I'm doing none, and you're doing an entire room, yeah. So that's okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. So Jessie, tell us what you've been working on this week.
I have been working on a piano, and I was sanding it and getting it down to its natural wood, and then I tried to paint it, and I was going to do it like blue with the natural wood, and it just wasn't. I wasn't feeling it, so we totally pivoted today, and I started actually wallpapering the whole thing, and it looks pretty cool. So I'm excited about it.
Awesome. And Cara, tell us what you've been working on. I've seen this week that you were doing some wallpaper, but it wasn't wallpaper on the build. So let's hear about what you've been working on.
Yeah, so I've been working on my chairs. Those took forever to sand. I first tried stripping them, and that it worked, but not as good. So I've been sanding those, and then I've been installing some of the temp paper in my dining room because I've decided to do a whole room alongside the furniture flip because my pieces are for my breakfast nook. So I'm really excited to get those in there and have a fun print on the wall.
Fantastic. And Annette, I know you're not flipping a piece of furniture. You want to tell us anything you've been doing this week?
Well, actually, we've started. We're in the process of getting ready to renovate our condo. So I have a bunch of paint samples on the wall, trying to figure out what color to paint. And then we're going to be doing our kitchen too. So I'm doing my own kind of flip.
Fantastic. I have not done anything this week except for watch a bunch of kids. So that's all I've been doing. So that's trouble enough right now. So, but I trim my beard up a little. That's as much of a flip that I've done this week. So. All right. So what we're going to do now is we have some questions coming through. Just remember, folks, if you're jumping in, you can leave a question, a comment, whatever, while you're watching the stream, and then we'll be able to see it and ask those questions, answer those questions as well. But we're going to take the first two questions that we have here right now from our audience that were submitted. And this one's going to be for Graham. Graham, how do you handle a restoration where the furniture is mainly a veneer over particle board? Like, do you go for it? Do you scrap it? When do you call it quit? What's your take?
Well, first I kind of see what kind of finish is already on it, and that'll kind of determine whether if I sand it or if I can just clean it real good with like a naphtho or a mineral oil, or if I just have to strip it. A lot of times scraping it or stripping it with a chemical stripper is like the safest. And then you neutralize it with a mineral oil so that it doesn't keep working and dry and make it all nasty. And then light sand, I usually don't go below a 180, when I'm sanding on a veneer. So I start at 180. It takes longer, but, it's a lot less of a chance to go through the veneer. And then if you go through the veneer, you gotta like use some tricks to like paint the grain and, make it look real.
I know you were telling Rachel to do that at one point for hers. You told her to go back and draw in and paint the grain. And she's like, I am not an artist. I cannot do that. So I think you freaked her out a little bit. She'd probably do some smiley faces and maybe some little bird, like the W birds in there or something like that. So that's okay. Hey, we actually have a follow-up question here to the question there from Sasha Tinsley for you, Graham. What type of furniture stripper do you prefer?
I tried like the citrus strip stuff before. That doesn't really work that well. I started using another one that you can put into a spray bottle. It's like the kind you can get at the box store. I think it's like, what's the brand? Clean Strip, something like that. But you can like put it in a bottle and you can like spread it out, or you can spray it. You kind of like get it right to where you want it. You don't have to worry about it going everywhere. But that's what I've been using.
Gotcha. Yeah, I've used citrus strip on a door where we had like maybe 10 layers of paint. But I mean, a door is pretty easy to scrape off. You don't have all the little nooks and crannies, and we're fine for that, but not anything probably too technical. So let's see. Sasha says she's used citrus strip as well. It worked okay. Okay, next question, either for Cara or Jessie. So what do you all do to keep up on the latest design trends and to apply to your work and expand your creativity? You should do a rock, paper, scissors. Do a rock, paper, scissors. Just go for it.
I guess.
I'm not joking.
It's like paper, scissors. What do you got? That's me too. Okay. Go first.
You go or I go? I'll go.
You go.
So I like Pinterest. Obviously, I think there's a lot of stuff that's the same. So you really have to kind of get granular when you're searching. And then I really like magazines, honestly, because I think there's a whole team behind them curating things. So that's where I love to get inspo. And then just out in the world, a lot of restaurants inspire me because I think you can do like really fun things that you wouldn't normally put in your house. So there's a lot of interesting like textures or colors. So that's what I like.
All right, Jessie.
Oh, I thought I was going to get out of that one. I'm the same way. I actually like to look at mine like in the real world kind of thing and grab inspiration from things around me. And I do look at Pinterest every once in a while, but I just feel like it is all the same thing. And I try to like think outside of the box normally, like when I'm finishing like or completing a design. So I feel like I just have to get very creative, and it's kind of more in my head than anything else.
I'm more of a Pinterest kind of guy. And then my wife puts together a bucket for me. And then I'm like, here's what I need to do for the next project. Here's the inspiration. This goes with what's with the house. And if it's not, then it gets thrown to the curb. So that's all right. All right, Annette, I actually have a question for you. So is there anything exciting that we should look forward to that's coming out from Bessey here soon?
Everything that's exciting has already been released that I know of. The big thing, the EZR set that has just come out, where it goes into the table tracks, that has been, we have no stock actually. So it's selling out. So that's a good thing and a bad thing, because we need stock, but it's flying off the shelves, so that's a good thing. The other latest thing we have, it's a little bit more for fabrication and welding. It's a steel clamp that has a pivot handle, but I'm hoping maybe that pivot handle, where it gives you a little bit more leverage, might make its way into one of the woodworking clamps. So we shall see.
Excellent. And now I know with the table clamps, I've obviously tried them out, and I love them with the track saw. It's fantastic because they fit with the Makita track saw, and the ones that usually come with it are just tough to use, but these were perfect. I know I tested it out and posted a little bit on it, so they're fantastic. So check those out.
Excellent.
All right, we are going to move to our next segment, and it's going to be a game. I've briefed some of you all about this, but not everybody. So this is going to be sort of a showcase showdown. And if you're watching along too, we want you to participate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a picture up on screen, and I'll give a little background on it. It's from Antiques Roadshow. Everybody loves Antiques Roadshow. And so what I want you all to do, just like on Price is Right, you're going to basically give your bid of what you think this went for auction. And the closest without going over wins. If you are the losers, then you have to take a drink. That's only how fair it is. So we're going to start off here. I'm going to see if I can get this to work because I'm flying solo tonight. But our first picture here, let's see. You can see this here. Can everybody still hear me? Good. Mm-hmm. All right. This piece here is a Vanderlei Brothers Victorian Rococo style double back settee. It was a piece of furniture purchased from auction from a house the movie Steel Magnolias was filmed in. How much did this go for in auction? And we'll just have to have you run through here, and we'll have a guess. So, Graham, what is your guess? How much did this thing go for? Do you need to see it again?
No, I don't need to see it again. I'm going to say 12,000.
All right, Jessie.
I say 22,000.
Okay, Cara.
I was going to say $1 million, but that feels totally wrong. I'm going to say 15,000.
Okay, Jeanette.
$1 million.
I'm going to go a bit lower. We'll go 10.
All right, let's see if there's any guesses in the chat here. I see 25,000. Okay, the answer is it's actually $50 to $100. And the reason for that is although it was manufactured in the 30s, it's a reproduction of a reproduction of a reproduction, because it's from a company that would make furniture for Warner Brothers. So it's just a knockoff of a knockoff of a knockoff. It actually was made in a set for Gone with the Wind, but it's not worth crap. So everybody went over. Everybody have a drink.
Okay.
All right. Here is our next one. Let me pull it up here. I think this one may. All right. This is a, let's see. This cherry and hickory bench was custom made by a local woodworker for a family in 1971 for $375. How much did it go for now? Everybody get a good look? All right. Graham, we'll start with you again.
So I think I saw this one because that's the Nakashima, but I don't remember exactly. But I think I'm gonna just go 20,000.
Okay, Jessie.
I'm gonna go 6,500. Get a random number in there.
All right, Cara.
I'm gonna go with 17,000.
Okay.
Final answer.
All right. Danette.
I'm gonna go with my 10,000 again.
Okay. And the answer is, it is indeed a George Nakashima. It's original piece. The family got it. They live near there, and it sold recently for $60,000.
Jeez.
Wow.
So who was our closest there without going over?
I think I had the
Graham.
highest.
Yeah, I think so. There you go. All right. So you should have bid even more. So, all right. So let's go for number 3 here. All right. A little similar. All right. This cypress slab table was purchased and suspected to be a George Nakashima original, and they bought it for $400. How much? And Danette, we're going to start with you first.
You said suspected.
Suspected.
$800.
Okay. All right, Cara.
I'm really bad at this game. Okay, I think I'm
I
gonna
know,
go
me
with
too.
$7,000.
Okay. And Jessie.
I'm gonna go $2,000.
Okay. And Graham.
What was the lowest one?
Who
Who
was
said
the lowest?
It was like 800 maybe? I'm going to go 500.
All right. And the actual value of this one is $600. It was not a George Nakashima. When they flipped this thing over, it had a bunch of like weird welds in it and everything else, where Nakashima would have straight butterfly keys in there. So a little more craftsmanship. So it's a cypress slab. That's all they paid for. All right. I know. Well, they only paid $400 for it, so at least they didn't pay like 30 grand for this thing and lose all their money. Okay, let's see here. This is another fun one. Let's see. All right, this one here, this worn out storage unit in neutral colors is made out of metal and wood, and it's from the 1950s, and it was purchased for $15. All right, take a good look here. And we'll start with you again, Graham.
Okay. So that looks like a Paul Macabre, maybe.
I love this.
I'm going to say like two grand.
Okay. Jessie.
Totally looks like a Paul Macabre. I'm gonna say 4,000.
Okay. And Cara.
You know what? If it was something purchased from Target, I could probably tell you the exact price. But since it's not, I'm gonna go with 2,700.
You're trying
Okay.
to get a little over me. I see what's happening.
And Danette.
We'll go. Okay, we'll say 5,000.
Okay. So this one, the chat's ringing in. We have a couple of 750, 300. So this one is actually a Herman Miller Company cabinet designed by Charles Eames. So Graham, you probably should have got an Eames one here.
Yeah.
But this is recently sold for $20,000. So
Really bad at this game. Who won that one?
Graham, no, who was? I think everybody was off on that one by a lot. Yeah. Whoever had the biggest one.
Yeah. Someone said 3, I think, right?
Yeah. So off by
I
a
did
lot.
5, but still way
There
off.
you go. All right, we got 2 more to go here. So, because we're all failing miserably, it's okay. All right, this one here. This is this chess table and chair set was custom built for a family in 1969 by a local woodworker for under $400. So the table in the middle has a chess set on the top of it too, but I just couldn't get a picture of it. So, Danette, we're going to go for you on this one. So you get a table and chairs.
Okay, we're gonna go 15,000 on that one.
Okay. Cara.
11,000.
All right. Jessie.
I'm going 500.
Okay. Graham. Graham, do you want to tell us who made this?
Right? Who is it?
And it looks like Sam Malouf.
Oh.
What's your guess?
I'm
Sam.
going to say 6,000.
You are correct that it's a Sam Maloof, but you were wrong on the price. So this is a Sam Maloof. It's walnut and ash, and it sold recently for the set for $20,000. So you get bonus points though for getting the correct woodworker. So all right, we have our last one here. It is a terrible picture, so I apologize for that, but it is the only picture I could find. So this last one here, this is an 18th century federal style mahogany card table that was bought in a garage sale for $25. It last sold in auction in 2016. How much did this thing go for? And let's start with Danette again.
Oh, it's probably one of those crazy like $50,000 ones. We'll go 50,000.
Hey, Cara.
27,000.
So weird.
All right, Jessie.
So arbitrary. I know nothing about nice furniture.
I'm gonna just go 500 again. I'm going low. You guys go high.
It's like the $1 bid on Price is Right. That's right. All right, Graham.
Yeah, I don't know to go high or low, so can never tell with you, Adam. So I'm gonna go $1.
$1. Okay. All right. I'm going to show this thing one more time, and the answer is actually $600,000, and it is a very rare Seymour card table. The lady who won this about lost her mind and fell over when I was watching the video on it. So $600,000 for that table with a terrible picture. That's why I included it. So, okay, that's our game. So cheers, everybody. Hopefully we all realize that there's some good furniture out there to buy that's worth $600,000 if you pay $25 for it in a garage sale, or look for a storage set that goes for 20 grand. So I think we all need to look a little bit harder. And definitely don't paint it. Those, if you find one of those, definitely don't paint it. If you're going to take it for the furniture flip, that would be nothing but trouble at that point. Okay, so we are going to move right along, and we're going to do this for a few more minutes, guys. So if you have more questions, definitely submit them at this time. But let me see here how to scroll back through to make sure we didn't miss any question. Okay, here's a question from Ben. What is everybody's favorite Bessey product? Let me see here how to scroll back through to make. Oh, sorry, a little bit of feedback. So, Graham, what is your favorite Bessey product?
Right now, probably the 4-foot K bodies. I love them, and I have the connectors, so I can make them. I can take the 3-footer and the 4-footer and make a 7-footer.
Excellent.
I can clamp anything. Awesome.
Those connectors are one of the lesser known items that we have, and they're absolutely genius. But we need to get them out there because nobody knows about them. So
they're great. Every week.
Amazing.
Right? We need that, Cara. Get on it.
Yeah, we do.
Right? You could be clamping a piano together, Jessie.
Right? I mean,
Yes.
And Jessie, do you have a personal favorite clamp from Bessey?
Well, I love them all. So I don't know. I really like these like little mini ones because I think they're super cute, which is not normal. But I mean, I don't know. I really do love them all. I feel like I didn't use a lot of clamps before, and I realized like how much you're missing out if you do not use clamps for anything. It's pretty game changer.
And Cara, what's your favorite clamp?
So mine is the mini aesthetically because it's very cute, but I actually just have a favorite feature because I use them all pretty frequently, but I like that the end of the clamp can actually be taken off and put on the other end so that it can push out instead of pulling in. That's a trick I learned this year, and it's game changing. So like almost all the clamps can do that are like, I guess the hand clamps, is that the right product name?
Yeah.
The ones that like,
Right?
yeah. That's the one. But yeah, you can put it on the end and it's dual purpose. It's amazing.
Now, I guess the next question is, who has the most clamps here? It's probably between, well, tonight, I don't know how many you have, but
personally, not many.
I may have 50 or 60 at this point.
Whoa.
Like my whole wall may fall down.
I have a few that I just use like consistently. 50, that's a collection right there.
All right, we're gonna take 2 more questions here. We have one from Daniel. Do you guys feel paint is necessary to make a piece of furniture qualify as a modern farmhouse?
I'll go first. I don't think you need to have paint for a modern farmhouse.
I don't think so either. I feel like the 2-tone wood is like really good for like a modern farmhouse look.
Yeah.
I feel like
I think
modern farm like a lot about like antiques. Oh, sorry. I think I'm
lagging. You're fine. Go for it.
Here. Am I lagging?
You're fine.
Okay. I was just gonna say I think modern farmhouse is a lot about like authenticity and like antique. So it doesn't necessarily have to have a certain aesthetic, but kind of you can have the spirit of it without it being like a very farmhousey looking piece. Is something that Brian and I talked about with the trend, which is I think really cool for people that are tired of it or don't like chubby paint. So.
Perfect. All right. I tell you what here, we're wrapping right up. We're going to do this for about 30 minutes. So what we're going to do now is before we close out with our shots of the week where we're going to use our Bessey clamps, because we're going to use our Bessey clamps to take our shot if we have one. I know, Cara, you're on the road. But what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to show some of our shots of the week or our favorite picks that we've seen that people have submitted. So while you're doing the Furniture Flip Challenge here, make sure you tag #Furniture Flip Challenge. We'll be able to pull these up and share these as well. So again, let me see if I can do this. Our first one here, we have from Crafty Coats. So this is a great one here. I'm not going to be able to flip to the other picture here. So let's see. So we have another one here that we have from DBJ Woodworks. I like the spindles there. That is one that is going to be a pain to clear off everything that's on there. Good luck to you. I don't envy you. Next one here is from Sawdust and Smoke. I like the look here. They're finished up for a coffee table. Looks like they're dropping some new pieces in there, and they've stripped it down. And then let's see here. Silver Hair and Sawdust. Looks like they're doing a vanity. So stripping it down and converting it there to potentially a sink. And a little bit of Blue Moon Milk paint. Let's see. And oh, there's your piano. So that one is.
It's so pretty.
There we go. So. All right, guys, that was our shots of the week. Again, remember to tag it with #Furniture Flip Challenge. And then I mentioned before at the top of the show that what we'll be doing is giving you another chance to win our prize pack from Bessey. We'll announce those tomorrow. But what we want you to do is we're all going to be using our Bessey clamps to take a shot or to take a drink tonight here in just a second to close things out. We want you all to do the same thing. Post in Instagram stories. Make sure you tag Bessey, and it's Bessey Tools North America, right, Danette?
Yes.
Okay, and then make sure you tag the Builders Challenge. And you can tag any of us here as well. That's Adam, Lazy Guy DIY, Graham, Minerva Enterprises, Jessie, I in the Detail, and then absolutely tag the Builders Challenge because we're the one that watch it and make sure that we have somebody that qualifies there. So then take your drink with your Bessey clamp, and that'll qualify you also to win the prize pack. And we'll announce this tomorrow. So guys, grab your clamps, grab your drink. I have a little bit of Knob Creek tonight. I'm going to try not to spill it on myself. Let me know when you guys are ready. I'm clamping slowly. All right, guys. Cheers. Shot of the week.
This is so good.
Much better than the bourbon I had last week. All right, guys. That is it for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. Tune in next week. It's going to be the same time. We're going to wrap up the Furniture Flip Challenge. It's going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time again. And we're going to be asking you all to submit questions throughout the week. And that's it. So the rest of my crew, you can stay on. And everybody else, we're out of here. You guys have a good night.